What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So in my early 20s, like a year after I graduated from college, I hit a major funk. I would call it a depression. I was mentally exhausted, emotionally exhausted, and confused, really confused with the direction of my life. And I'm sure y'all have experienced this too. So I want to talk about it.
I cannot really been addicted to you. All of my attention I've been giving to you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you.
So what was going on with me? When I graduated from college, I was 22 years old, just excited to be done with school, excited for the opportunity to get a job, start making money. But what I didn't realize at that time, and I'm sure a lot of y'all have gone through this, whether you went to college or not, in your early 20s, you need to be cherishing those times. You need to be experiencing a whole lot of things and not be so focused about just getting a routine job and getting straight to the money. And that's what happened to me and what led to me to get into a serious funk in my life. I was a college athlete and just used to kind of this routine of doing something that I love all the time. So I never had to worry about figuring out what in my life I really cared about because I had it and I was doing it every single day. And what I did, I moved on so quickly and I started looking for jobs so quickly that I didn't really cherish those last few months of my college life. And even after college, my biggest regret is not taking time to experience different things and just jumping right into a job literally like a month or two after I graduated. I know a lot of y'all have gone through this and it leads to some serious problems later on in your life. And I think I'll be a little better at explaining this with some coffee. So give me 1 second. Okay, so my main issue with hopping right into a job and not cherishing those last few moments was that I took the first job offer that came to me. I was choosing between 2 sales jobs, which was not what I wanted to be doing at all, and I knew that, but I had so trained in my mind that you need a job, you need a job, you need a job, you need to make money, you need to make money, you need to make money, that I didn't even really try to, I applied for a few creative jobs here and there, but even then, I didn't really try to figure out what it is that I actually love doing. I thought I would love the grind of chasing money and making money and working hard for money. When you're growing up, you see all these people with these nice things, of these 6-figure salaries or whatever. So you think that needs to be you, and it needs to be you as quickly as possible. And that was my mindset at the time. It was just get to the money. 3 months into that sales job, I knew I wasn't happy, so I left and ended up in the creative field. A year later, I'm at this new job, but I slowly start to realize, this isn't necessarily where I want to be long-term either. I'm happier, but there's still something missing. And I think a lot of that was because I didn't take the time after school to explore and do the things that I really love to do. And I know a lot of y'all are going through that same thing. You probably hopped right into a job because you thought you were supposed to do that. If there are any of y'all that are still in college, I encourage you to take your time and relax and really try to figure out what your true passion is. For those of y'all who are already working, in your early 20s, mid 20s, it doesn't really even matter what age you are. I'm sure we are all going through this in some type of way. Let's talk about the things that we can do to help this out.
Hop in the hood, baby, and slide my way. I'll play the catcher, baby, just slide on me. Be my forever, baby, come ride my way. We get you in the bed, we don't do much talking. Come to think about it, don't do much often. And that's how we like it. Never time for arguing and fight.
So over the course of the past year, I've learned a lot about mental health, specifically my mental health, what makes me feel better and helps me get out of my daily funks. I think the biggest thing that I've learned is like, I'm not alone, y'all aren't alone, and we're all going through similar battles, especially in your 20s. What has helped me is just realizing that I'm in complete control of my life. Even though I made that early decision to, get a job that I didn't necessarily like and start that grind of working, now I'm realizing that if I want to do stuff for fun and if I want to chase my passions, I still have control over that. I think us as millennials in general are extremely impatient, and that's something that we need to work on, and realizing that it's a long game. Because it's a long game, you definitely have control over what's going on in your life. If you've had post-graduation depression, if you faced any anxiety or depression because you felt like you made the wrong moves in your 20s, and you don't know what your life is going to look like in the future, it's totally normal. I don't even think we're supposed to know what our life is going to look like in the future. We all have to realize that life is so long, right? And there's so many things that you can do in your life if you want to do it. If you have a sales job like I did and you don't want to be in sales, you can pivot and get out of that and find something else. Keep testing yourself, keep trying new things, keep pushing your boundaries. It'll all be worth it in the end. You just got to have that mentality in your mind.
Baby, inside my way. I play the catcher, baby, just slide on me. Be my forever, baby, come ride my way. I get you in the bed, we don't do much talking. Come to think about it, don't do much often. And that's how we like it. Never time for arguing and fight.
Alright guys, that's going to be the end of the video. If you made it all the way here, I appreciate the heck out of you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was useful for you. If you did enjoy it, hit the thumbs up down below and subscribe to the channel. I'm Johnny Hatch, and I will see y'all on the next video.
I cannot really been addicted to you. All of my attention I've been giving to you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you.